Well, hello there everyone and welcome back. I'm your host today, Mr. Mobile, and today we're going to be going over all of the changes in Fortnite and mostly Fortnite Creative. Now before we go into it, as you can see, this picture has been updated in the 3-button thing to NBA theme, which is a nice wee touch. Let me just put my settings down. And once you get here, you can go indeed into the item shop. This has got nothing to do with Creative, but let's say we want to buy as gift. As you can see, this is now different and we can gift a whole load of people stuff. Cool. But let's go into Creative. We can click play here and we've got two new settings here. We've got My Games, Visit Your Games. This shows your recent islands and your favorite islands. But Discover is kind of like this new search kind of document thing. And you might be wondering, why did I turn my music off? And that is simply because this hub has got copyright music and a fantastic choice. But let's wait for this here island to start. Now before we go into the island, I gotta say the Lamatron is here and the mannequin device, two devices that most players will never get, or at least for now, because Fortnite have came out and said that most players, the public amount of players, are not going to be getting these two devices. Only like the trusted, I suppose, people. But anyway, if we go here and click create new on the starter islands, we've got 4 brand new islands. We've got ourselves the XL Grid Island, the Mountain Ridge Island, the Mountain Ridge Island Empty, and the XL Archipelago Island. Now we're going to be going in this grid island here because I used this in my stream that I done today for a build challenge, and you might be seeing that there are a lot of builds in it and we've only used 71,000 memory. So as you see, there's a circle here that's appeared with a whole load of different colours. I'm going to go over that, but before we do go over that, let me just go over to one of these grids here. Let's go over all the new consumable stuff. So if we go to devices, there are nothing new in devices nor weapons, but in consumables we got a huge update here, and actually some of the stuff has been removed. So before, I'll show a picture up on the screen, but we had like a power cell, we had batteries, we had duct tape, we had bacon, we had coal, we had adhesive resin. We just had a whole load of new stuff to put in our things. But now we're stuck with the mechanical part, animal bones, and stink sack once again, because all of those pieces were from Save the World, and Save the World isn't on Nintendo Switch, so the people that were on Nintendo Switch couldn't see the pieces, so they're going to have to fix that. But if we scroll on down, we can also see that we have got the key cards, and the key cards have a very special thing about them compared to any other object in the game, which I will show you at a later stage. Now back to the island. The island has changed a lot. If we were to open the map, that is the wrong map, and I'm very upset by that. But let's try and go over on this and then I'll show you on another one. So as you can see, this is split up into different grid islands, and believe it or not, these are the grid island sizes that we usually have, like the small grid island, the green one, that's this here. So we've got actually 16 of those, so these islands are 16 times bigger than what we have ever had before. And there's something very special about these maps. Unfortunately, the map has not updated yet, so I am going to have to change that because it's not doing it. So I'm just going to get rid of this island and show it with a different one. Now if we go a bit lower, we can see that it does a big circle again, but this time it's completely purple and the map actually works. So as you can see, there's this purple grid going over and there's a wee bit of yellowy green in the middle there. That's because of all of these trees, but as you can see, it's on 18,000 memory. Now let's go back into the yacht and stuff here, and let's just place these maybe in the rainforest here. This is probably one of the weirdest rainforests I have ever seen, but as you see, this is changing. It's going from green to yellow to orange, and you won't know what's next. That's right, red. So as you see, it says heat map is over budget, and that's because it's going over 100,000. As you see in the map here, we've got locks and exclamation marks. Now the exclamation marks are saying you're almost at the limit. The locks are saying you cannot build in these anymore. We will not allow you to. So it's basically showing where most of the memory is being used in the map, which is really cool. So I could go then back way over here. So as you see, I cannot build over there. If we come back over here with another yacht, we can go ahead and, you know, just place that in. Guys, I think it's bugging out. I think it's bugging out. It says I've placed it. I have not. So guys, as you can see, now it did change to 30,000 there. I can probably place this now. It is buggy. They have said that there's glitches with it. If we were maybe to go back to hub and then back into the map, it will probably work. But guys, you can actually fit about 20 yachts now in these maps, which is massive. So yeah, as you can see, it's now red there because of all the memory being used. If we come back down here, we want to place a wee village in the water. We can place a village in the water. Look at this. We can place all the villages, and we're going, well, we are supposed to be going over memory, but we're not actually, because as I said, it is a wee bit bugged. Now let's go ahead and look at these islands. Let's actually try and count, and as you can see, it's now changed this one to another bubble. But let's go ahead and actually like count how long it takes to get to one side to another with max speed. So guys, it takes about 15 seconds now to fly. Usually it's about 5 seconds. But then if you would also go this way, which would even be even longer, it'd probably be about 30 seconds, which is insane. Now this map is amazing for battle royales and stuff. You've got the giant hills, you've got lakes, you've got other lakes, and you've got a giant kind of ocean part as well, and it's a giant island. So this island, I think, was actually made for battle royales, and as you can see as well, the logs have disappeared from the side, which means I can place a wee bit more in there, which is fantastic. But this is great. I like seeing the differences inside of them. These are great terrariums for vehicles with like the new tires, and if you don't have the new tires, you have to drive all around them, all curvy and stuff. This island is pretty amazing. Look at the size of it. Imagine just standing up here doing the T-pose. Guys, we're going to have to build some kind of new battle royale map, because this is definitely made for about 50 players. But anyway, back into the other new stuff. We'll also look at the other new map as well. Basically, the other map of this is just the same, but with no trees on it, or no other props really, so it's completely cleared. But let's go back to the consumables. As I said, there was something about these cards that you did not know about. Well, you probably do know about this if you've looked at other videos on this. But if you get the conditional button, and we'll actually grab a trigger as well. But if we get the conditional button here, and guys, the conditional button has also got some new settings inside of it, which is amazing. One of my favorite settings is if we go down here, look at this, missing item text. I don't know if this is already in it, but it seems pretty new to me. And you can like put your own code in it, guys. This is the first big step to actually putting code into the game yourself. So I don't know what code you can put into this. You're going to have to mess around with it yourself. But we can come on down here, and if you're part of my Discord, link in the description, you can see all the stuff that I post on there when I'm streaming, when I'm recording with you guys. You'll see that all on the Discord, so go and join that and maybe see some leaks too. But anyway, show key item. So usually this is on key and icon, so like it kind of flicks between the question mark and the wee icon. But if I were to go ahead and put this here shark card in that, it'll now show the shark card in that. If we go down and change that to only key, it's only going to show the picture, which is a great new feature because I never liked it popping up both things, which was personally kind of annoying for my side of things. But if we come on up to this, we can actually keep going down here. Now this here is new. Number of key item slots. We can change this. And look at this. There's now 3 things on it. That is going to be pretty good for impossible escape maps. But we can also change like how many of those we're going to need. So if we change that to 3, you know, it's going to ask for 3 cards, only 1 of these each, which is pretty nice. I think something like that's already been in the game before, but that is all there. Consume key items, all keys required at once, so that'll be like you have to have all 3 items to get through, or else just have, if you put it on no, you can put 1 through and go and look for the next piece. As you see, this needs the card. If I go turn around, pick the card up, take it out, and as you see, it brings out a wee pop-up like that, telling me it needs to be used here. And guys, this can be used quite far. Now, if you did play in Chapter 2 Season 2 or Chapter 2 Season 3, and I think Season 4 as well, Season 5 and Season 6 didn't have it, if I'm correct. But basically, if you got the card and put it in your hand, you could see where the vault is. So basically, this does the exact same thing. It's showing you where it goes. If you take it away from your hand, you're not going to see it anymore. Bring it back out to your hand, give it a wee minute, and it brings it back up. So that's pretty cool and all. Now let's go ahead and check out the last thing. Now guys, while that is loading, these here new mannequins, as it says here, interact with the new NBA outfits to visit the item shop. If we click on one of these, let's say that there red skin, it will bring us to the item shop. Now sometimes it will bring you to the actual skin, because it did do that with me over there at the phone booth. It brought me up. If you want to see that actually work and happen, you can check out yesterday's video where I go over the new hub. The very copyright hub. Yay. So here is the new island. If you have been playing Fortnite for a while, and as you can see it's an extra large one, so it has the purple map here too. But this map is basically all water with these kind of small wee islands, and by small I mean huge, because these are like literally the size of the islands we usually already have. But now it's all water. But this map reminds me a lot of a map we've already had before, where there was like a sea kind of island, then a wee bit of water, then another sea. But the thing is, it was the old water, so you could actually like walk through it because it was shallow. Now this one you can swim through it, and it is massive. And then guys, as I said about the triggers, if we were to bring the triggers out here, place it down, if we go into here, anyone receiving from, let's just do that one, we can go up to now 200 channels. It used to be 150 channels, but now they have added an extra 50 on, which is fantastic. I mean, like, that's going to be great for maps. That's an extra 100 compared to what it used to be. Now there are a couple other changes, guys. The first one is, if you go to water, you can now go really far under it, unlike before. Like, you can go all the way down. Look at this. Border is not here until you go actually. Okay, there's 2 layers. Okay, I'm still in the map. Okay, about there until I'm outside the map. So you can build actually underwater, finally, which is great. Another thing is, guys, you can go in here and do weeping. No, not webbing. Weeping. Go into the prop gallery, and you'll find this TV here beside the food barbecue here, the honey kind of. And if you place it outside here, it plays the NBA thing. So maybe there isn't a Lamatron in the hub at all. Maybe they just use this TV and they've just changed the texture to this. But besides that, there are also a new setting here on building as prop. You've got Origin Edge and Origin Center. Now what I think this is, if we go ahead and grab ourselves a wall here, if we click it here, it is on Origin Center. And we'll put Grid Snap 1 on. You see that wee dot is in the center at the minute. If we were to change this then to Edge, okay, never mind, this thing decided not to work. Yeah, guys, I don't know what the difference is with that. But anyway, that is all the changes. If I've missed any, please tell me in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.